The BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. The host's comments and opinions, and those of their guests, are wholly their own and do not represent that of any other entity. Content is provided as is, with no guarantees of accuracy or timeliness.
It's a BumbleKast Mini, sponsored by Mr. Runnerdan.
It's time for DuckTales 2017's Bradford Buzzard's Isekai Adventures in Accounting.
How was it only 2017? Kyle, how has it been that long?
I know. I know. After being turned into a normal vulture, Bradford Buzzard's conscience, along with a new body similar to his old one, gets isekai'd into the world of Mega Man working for Dr. Light. How does he react to all the technological marvels of this world and the feud between Light and Wily?
Now, by normal Buzzard, I'm assuming you mean by DuckTales standards, not that he is like an actual animal that happens to have sentience.
I'm guessing.
Easier to work with that way.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I'm thinking like he would have gotten turned into a normal vulture, but his conscience continues to persist and then isekais into these worlds. Something like that. He
turns into like some kind of like boss god at the end of the series.
Something like that.
It's way easier to riff if he's, old businessman accountant and not animal that goes. So
yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Bradford in a suit, and he gets to Monsteropolis, and he's doing his research early on because he's not going to make any moves without knowing what's happening around him.
Mm-hmm.
And this Dr. Light fellow, revolutionary inventor, is defining the technological age of his time. Bit of a philanthropist. Yeah, all right, he'll throw in his lot with this guy, not the crazy guy with a skull motif who's attacking the city every other weekend. So he saunters on over to Light Labs, and he's interviewing him, and this Dr. Light fellow, he makes robots for the sake of art, for advancing the human condition. He doesn't really profit off it. He wants just to help humanity. You've created the most cutting edge technology that blurs the line between man and machine, and it's your kids. Oh, yes, they're not for sale. Come in, roll. Offer him some cookies and milk. I'm going to go. Let's see. Albert Wiley, was it?
Cookies and milk, because he looks like Santa, right?
Exactly. Look, just let me manage your finances, and I will fund any crazy plan you have. Just make sure the money comes to me.
Yes.
And I get to build robots made of wood? Yeah, fine, that's fine. Just make sure the money comes to me. Who needs money anyway? We're going to work very well together, Albert.
And then the Isekai adventures continue somehow because, he's working
Skull
with
Castle
Wily.
crashes in. Nobody thinks to look for the buzzard.
Yeah, pretty much. After his failed stunt in Mega City, Bradford ends up in the world of Alien, working with the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. How does he react to the company trying to exploit the xenomorphs? Does he side with company or Ripley?
Oh, company? Are you kidding me?
Of course, company's the one that's got them all the money.
He is custom made for Weyland-Yutani. Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of a thing.
Research into development of extraterrestrial life forms for fun and profit? Absolutely. What do you mean you're bringing it to the base on Earth? No. Did you not read the report by the mining crew? Just scroll past all the screaming. The part where the thing eats their faces and bleeds acid. You research that in the Alpha Centauri sector. You don't bring it to Earth. What do you mean the shuttle already landed? You have quarantine measures, right? Well, how do you have quarantine measures? You haven't even experienced this creature yet. Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello? You sound like you're muffled. Hello? Just a moment. There's something scratching at the door.
Oh, no. And then the Isekai adventures continue.
In space, no one can hear you itemize.
Oof. Man, at this rate, he's going to end up crushed by a rock. Bradford ends up in the world of Pokemon. How does he react to this world where time, space, and the elements are regulated by such beings? Does he manage to strike up a collaboration with Giovanni, or is he mistaken for a Mandibuzz and put in a Pokeball?
Well, he would love to work with Team Rocket. I mean, a highly organized fanatical following that is both in legitimate business, but also dealing in the black market. It's the best of both worlds.
Pretty much.
And yes, these creatures are strange, but they are clearly manageable. They have an entire system. They have an entire economy built around this. This can be exploited perfectly. And then Giovanni starts throwing Ultra Balls at him. And he's like, I'm not one of these creatures. And that's when Meowth looks over and goes, hey, you try explaining that to him.
Yeah, pretty much. Sounds about right.
And Red and Blue establishes that Pokemon can die if you don't get into that Poké Center in time. So I guess once Red shows up for his badge and Giovanni goes, Bradford, I choose you for the last time. I am not a Pokemon. Pikachu, Thunderbolt, bam!
Yeah, pretty much. The Isekai adventures continue. Bradford ends up in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Working for Kaiba Corp. How does he react to this world where a children's card game is such a big deal with dual academies, Egyptian artifacts, and the Shadow Dimension? And what about Kaiba's weird goals?
He's worked with Scrooge McDuck. None of this is really that out of his wheelhouse.
Nah, it all fits.
And once again, you have a global, massively popular product that can be iterated on forever. He's perfectly fine with all of this. The spectacle is not something he wants to get involved in, obviously, but at the very least, it draws in crowds, and crowds buy tickets, and they buy food, and they buy overpriced merchandise. This is a bottomless well.
Exactly.
And, Kaiba every now and again does sit down and goes to a financial meeting, and he can say, look, Mr. Kaiba, I will handle all this. You worry about your blue eyes wide, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Except for that one time Kaiba doesn't show up for the meeting, and he really needs to get a quorum on this for the end of the quarter estimates. So he walks into the middle of the duel ring, and he doesn't think about it because surely for a children's card game, they have some kind of protective measures against lethal force.
Clearly. Obviously they do. But then the Isekai adventures continue. New Isekai, new monsters. Bradford ends up in the Monsterverse. How does he deal with the kaijus? Does his fear of adventure start to crack him?
Adversity is the mother of invention. And with so much destruction, insurance claims are going to be phenomenal. Everyone needs insurance against kaiju because kaiju can show up anywhere. They can crush anything. So, of course, you take out the largest possible plan and you don't read any of the fine print that specifies it has to be a specific kaiju that flattens your farm or your high rise. If it's not that, if it doesn't fall under that particular specification, I'm sorry, you're not covered. He will be rolling in 3 money bins by no time. He's got the staff in place. He's got the network set up. He's got the first contract signed. He's sitting there in the high rise. Finally, he's got control over this. Did I just hear a screonk?
Oh, no. Godzilla is angry that you are taking advantage of him. Perhaps.
Ironically enough,
maybe
the insurance claim against his own building specifies nuclear heat breath. Instead, it was just Godzilla falling backwards through the building, so he wasn't covered.
Yeah. Yep. And the Isekai adventures continue. Bradford begins to work for a new company, the OCP from RoboCop. How does he react to the company's practices in the creation of RoboCop?
A bit morbid, but a good recycling of resources.
Yeah. I mean, there's money to be made.
Excellent PR. Bit of a human resources nightmare, but if we can do that to an officer, we can do that to HR as well, correct?
Correct, yes. And I mean this is Detroit, so, it's just par for the course.
I mean, really, if they start blowing up people and putting them back together as robots, is anyone going to bat an eye on it? They could probably sell this notion.
Exactly. Exactly.
Drowning in debt, have no direction in life, don't want to be sent off to some pointless war. Well then, come on down to OC.
Oh boy.
I can't get through. Oh, it's morbid.
Well, I mean, it's RoboCop, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he'd buy into it. He would take it in even worse, darker places. And not 100% on that whole fully automated walking thing with turrets. Seems a bit much. Why is it in the boardroom? Do we really need to display it here? It seems to have trouble Is there a malfunction with its targeting system? Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Oh, there we go. Isekai adventures continue. Oh, no.
Help me out. What is that mecha named?
Ed 209?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drive me nuts.
I had to think about it for a second, too. I was like, wait a minute, what is it called? Like, right before you asked. It's Ed 209. Next Isekai destination, My Hero Academia. How does Bradford handle being the accountant of the UA High School? And will he eventually enter into a position within the Hero Association? How would he try to solve the League's problem?
Oh, he would hate this universe.
Oh, boy.
Like, granted, the superheroes are kind of regulated in a way that he would like. There are systems and checks and balances and stuff, but everything is over the top heroics. The supervillainy, while it's kind of baked into the system, it's still over the top. And as the series itself gets underway, it starts to crumble. This is the exact scenario he would forewarn against, except it's already happening. And so he's looking over UA's accounts going, you want to spend how much on a protective wall against people who can bend things with their mind and spit acid and turn into giant chickens? Yes, I realize the irony of me saying that. No. We don't have the funding for this. I don't care if we've got government. We have government sponsorship. How much? That much yen is only going to last us for the first fiscal year. We have to think long term. No. I'm done. He goes and joins the League of Villains. This system is not sustainable. Tear it all down. He will be there at the foundation as they build it back up, and he's not going to survive the first major fallout between villains.
Well, no, of course not. Why would he? We have Isekai adventures to continue. Bradford ends up in Team Fortress. Which side does he choose to side with, and how does he deal with Saxton Hale, whom he works for?
Oh, he's wearing the purple suit. Are you kidding me? He tells Saxton that, Mr. Hale, you can go off and play with your guns as much as you like. Let me handle all the boring business stuff. He will find a way to sell all that extra gravel. This is a great scenario. It's self-sustaining. The only person of power is very easily placated, and all of his subordinates are idiots. This is perfect. Excuse me. Yes, you, with the gas mask and stuff, you're not allowed up here. I'm sorry, what? Hudda? I don't understand. No, put it down.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Meanwhile, the pyro just envisions that he's spraying bubbles all over that funny toucan.
It's true. Bradford ends up in Gurren Lagann and becomes the accountant for Lord Genome. Does he approve of his methods to keep humanity underground to avoid the anti-spiral invasion? And when the invasion happens, what does he do? And also, does he reach his breaking point when the anti-spiral are defeated with the indomitable human spirits?
You know, given his trajectory in the show, he might actually subscribe to Lord Genome's idiotic plan. Yeah, he would get on board, and he's kind of exempt because he's not even human to begin with. He's kind of a beastman, if you look at it the right way.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, all right, he'll be on board, and then by the time the anti-spirals are coming to Earth, he's just sitting there in the lawn chair waiting for the world to end going, I told you, tried to warn you. Didn't even take a generation, and you screwed it up. Bear will hit me with another daiquiri.
And the final isekai of this episode, Bradford in DuckTales 1987. How does he adjust to this new version of Duckburg and its inhabitants? Does he try a different approach to erase adventure from the world and the whole multiverse?
At first, he's actually kind of cool with it because it seems so much more low-key than where he's from. And then the polish starts to wear off because there goes McDuck screaming about a sea monster eating his ice cream. It's all he's been screaming about for the past 3 hours. It's ice cream. Get over it, McDuck. At least Glomgold seems a little more on the ball here. Slightly more reasonable. Isn't easier to work with overall, I guess. Still extremely selfish. And I guess the focus on adventure wasn't as overt.
I'm trying to remember.
It was more of an incidental thing from what I remember.
DuckTales 87 is a bit more episodic.
Yeah.
Like things kind of tend to reset more. There's not really any changes to the status quo overall over time.
I mean, maybe he just kind of settles back into his old gig, managing finances, thinking, all right, as long as McDuck comes back and hasn't completely reshaped the face of the planet, it's fine. These adventures are much more low key.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick to my lane. That's the mistake I made last time.
Yeah.
Overextended my reach. And then we get into the movie territory where the bad guy like opens up the earth and summons up that giant flying fortress made of thorns. And Bradford just happens to fall into lava underneath.
No. And the Isekai adventures continue in another episode of the BumbleKast, maybe. We'll see.
Thank you to Mr. Runnerdan for sponsoring this BumbleKast Mini. If you want one of your own, head over to patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or become a YouTube member. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, be nice to your accountant, and we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Don't let your Isekai adventures begin.